Okay. So we're going to practice more of the same. We're going to add some stuff in. Okay, guys, need you to listen, please. So, like I said, practicing what we've been doing, adding in a little bit. This first one should be easy. All right. We're going to go ahead and do that one. So there's really only one step here. Divide by 6 on both sides. Good?
7.
Good job, Kevin.
All right, good. The 2 6s divided make a 1, so we have 1x equals 7. Good, and then just to finish it off, x equals 7. There you go. Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see how it looks.
Okay, so number 2, we've got a little bit extra stuff going on here. Okay, over here on the left-hand side, just thinking about just that right there. Is there anything to put together there?
Yes.
No.
Nope. There's a 4x and there's a 2. Nothing to put together there. Okay? What about on this side? Is there anything to put together?
No, sir.
Nope. Okay. But one thing I do notice is that I have some x's here and I have some x's here, and I've got to get them together.
So minus 2x.
So what do you think?
You have to.
2x.
Get on the left,
Good.
right?
Get all the x's together. That's right. Move them to the left. Okay, good. So I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides.
2x.
All right, make sure you're getting this down. So over here, I've got 2x, and I take 2x's away.
Yeah.
If I have 2x's and take 2x's away, what does that do right there?
0.
It makes it 0, right? And now over here on this side, I had 4x's and I'm taking 2x's away. How many x's does that leave?
2.
It leaves 2x's. I still have the plus 2 here. Nothing changed that. And then over the right-hand side, 0 plus 18 is 18.
So minus 2.
Okay, we're going to subtract 2 from both sides. What happens to these 2's right here? Turn it to 0. 2 take away 2 is 0. So 2x plus 0 is 2x. And 18 minus 2 is what? 16. Then what do we do?
Divide by 2. It's 8.
Divide by 2 on both sides.
8.
What happens to these 2's? Turn to 1, so we get 1x. And 16 divided by 2 is what? 8. So x equals 8. Okay, number 3.
Minus 1.
Okay, hang on one second, okay? So first of all, as I look at this side, is there anything I can put together there?
No.
Yes, I can put this 12 and this 1 together.
13. 2x plus 13.
Okay, so we're going to have 2x, nothing changes that. Then the 12 and the 1 just put together make 13. And then obviously I still have 27 over here. Okay, so 2x plus 13 equals 27. So what do I do?
Minus 13.
Okay, what happens to the 13s? They zero out, so we have 2x plus 0 is 2x.
That's 4.
And then on the right-hand side, 27 minus 13 is what? 14. Okay, then what do we do? Divide by 2. That way these 2's turn to 1. We get a 1x. And you get a 7. And so x equals 7. Okay, do number 4 real quick. Just work it out. Don't say nothing. Just work it out number 4 real quick. Just work it out. Don't say nothing, please. You're going to use one of your passes. Go for it. Make sure you grab the red thing over there. Red hall pass. Okay, guys, make sure you're showing your work, please. Make sure you're showing your work.
It's 5.
Okay. So we're going to add 3. That zeroes out. 7x equals 35. Divide by 7. These turn into a 1.
When x equals 5 and then x equals 5.
What x is x equals 2x equals 5.
Okay, number 5. All right, so on this one, over here on the left-hand side, is there anything to put together here?
7x.
No.
Okay, there's nothing here. On this side, is there anything to put together?
Yes.
Okay, the 4x and 3x.
7x.
So if you have 4 x's, add 3 x's to that, how many does that make?
7x.
7. Okay, so we have the 15 over here, nothing changed that. Over here we have 7x, and still with the minus 6.
Plus
Okay, then we're going to add 6 to both sides. Okay, Cameron, chill, please. All right, you're good. You're good. All right, so we add 6 to both sides. That zeroes out here. On the left-hand side, what do we get? 21. On the right-hand side, with 7x minus 0 is 7x. Divide by 7. That way these 7s turn to 1. Get a 1x here. What's 21 divided by 7? 3. And so x should equal 3.
Number 6, 5x plus 20.
Okay, number 6. All right. So the first thing here, okay, got to take this 5. What do we say about this? What do we do?
Everything on
5x.
What'd you say, Evelyn?
Claw.
Yeah, you're going to do the claw. What's the other word we use for this? Distribute. I've got to distribute this 5 into the parentheses. Okay? So I'm going to take the 5, I'm going to multiply it times that. I'm going to take it and multiply it times that. So what's 5 times x? 5x. What's 5 times 4? It's 20 equals 80. Okay? Then what do we do? Subtract 20. The reason I do that is what happens to these 20s right here? What happens to these 20s? They turn to 0, right? 20 minus 20 is 0. And so 5x plus 0 on that left-hand side is 5x. And on the right-hand side, 80 minus 20 is 60. Then what do we do? Divide by 5. And what happens to these 5s? Turn it to a 1. So we get 1x equals what's 60 divided by 5? 12. And so then finally x equals 12. Okay, number 7. Okay, we got all kinds of stuff going on this one. Okay, so over here on the left-hand side, this stuff right here, is there anything we can put together there? The 4x and 6x. The 4x and 6x. So when I put 4x and 6x together, what does it make?
10.
So we have 10x. Nothing changed that 2, so it stays there. Now over here on the right-hand side, is there anything I can put together?
Yes, the 47 and 3.
Yeah, the 3 and the 47. Right, so when I put 3 and 47 together, what's that going to make? 50. So I'm going to have 2x plus 50. Okay, now, again, notice I have some x's here and I have some x's here. I've got to get them together. So how am I going to get these x's together?
Minus the 2 from the break.
Okay, I'm going to subtract them, 2 x's from both sides. Okay? See, my goal here is to get get all the x's together. So I've got to think about, all right, how can I get these from here and somehow account for them on this other side? This is the way I do it. And by taking this away, that does it, and I've got to keep it balanced, so that's why I do it over here. So 2x's, take away 2x's leaves what? 0. If you have 2x's, take away 2x's, that leaves 0 there.
0.
Okay, over here, 10x minus 2x leaves what? So we have 8x plus 2 equals, over here, 0 plus 50 is what? 50.
2 is 48.
Okay,
48 divided by
Blah, 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 blah.
so what do we do now?
You could subtract 2.
Subtract 2 from both sides. This zeroes out. 8x plus 0 is what?
8x.
8x. Over here, 50 minus 2,
48.
48.
Divided by 8.
Okay, we're going to divide both sides by 8.
It's 6
Turns into a 1. We have 1x.
plus 6.
48 divided by 8 is 6. So x equals 6.
Yes, sir.
X equals 6.
Yeet is what I would have said if I were going to throw this, but I'm going to place it in the trash can.
Okay.
And I am allowed to.
All right, number 8. Last one. Okay, so on this one right now, the x is being divided by 7. So opposite of dividing by 7 is what?
Multiplying.
Multiplying by 7.
28.
So what happens to these two 7s right here?
1.
They turn into a 1. So that's 1x. And 4 times 7 is what?
28.
28. And so then just to finish up,
Plus 28.
x equals 28.
Papers done.